Thank you so much for being a part of this incredible group of Yidden, Jews from all around the world who are looking to take their 3 weeks experience to the next level. What a privilege that we have to give each other chizuk, hold each other up, and to together take this journey from darkness to dawn. So this week, we're focusing on the concept of connecting to the light of Geula, which means that this is not just a period of time to focus on what we lost, what's been broken, and to bemoan the fact that we're in exile and to cry over that. It's more than that. It's the realization that by understanding the nature of what broke, we can actually contribute to the fixing. We can already now, in the throes of our exile, we can connect to the light of the Geula. And slowly but surely, by each of us individually doing what we can to ignite our own personal flame, wick by wick, Ner Elokim Nishmas Adam by Ner Elokim Nishmas Adam, flame by flame, each of our neshamas can combine to bring back that incredible light of the torch of the Shekhinah, to cause this world to become illuminated once more with the light of the redemption, to bring so much warmth, so much clarity to a world that's so frozen over with a devastating spirit of despair. We can be a part of the fixing, and that's our focus this week. How can we bring the light of the Geula into our lives? How can we retrace our steps and begin the journey back to Yerushalayim HaBenuya? When we think about the energy of the Beis HaMikdash, we think of the energy of a home, a house, a place where family get together to share each other's personal space one with the other, a place where we invite others into a very intimate kind of setting, where it's far less businesslike than even some of the most incredible settings that we might imagine, like a shul or a school or a shir room, a classroom where a person's learning information. It's a whole different experience to invite someone to your house. And in a certain sense, the relationships that we're able to forge in that context, in the context of a home, those relationships are lasting. Those relationships are so deep and so fundamental, and the impression that we're able to make when we're able to bring someone into that space, the feeling that we leave them with, it's a feeling that lasts so much longer sometimes than somewhat more of a intellectual interaction or a technical encounter. The setting of a home, it's able to leave an impression that lasts. It's able to sink so deeply into our psyche. It's able to make such a deep, deep impact. Yiddishkeit operates on two different levels. There's the level of Har Sinai, and that's like a classroom. That's a student to Rebbe relationship. And a lot is learned, and the relationship could even be a very deep one. But the strata of the relationship that's able to leave an impression that lasts forever is the strata of the home, is the experience of a personal bond. When the Rebbe invites the student into his house and they're able to share that space together, there's an intimacy, there's a deeper layer of connection. Maybe no word needs to be spoken, but just to be together in that place, in that way, it leaves such an impression in the heart of the student. There's such a bond that's forged in that space. And that's what the Beis HaMikdash was for us. It was our connection to Hashem on the level of a home. Hashem was inviting us into his house, so to speak. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted to create a space where we could share intimate moments together. And when Yiddishkeit just became about words on pages or technical actions like the Navi Yeshayahu screamed, Hashem doesn't want just rote observance. Hashem wants the heart. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants our leiv, Rachmana libabai. When Yiddishkeit becomes just about the cultural engagement and that element of sharing a personal space with Hashem is chas v'shalom overlooked, that's when Hashem says, well, listen, you don't need a home anymore. So Hashem sends us into Galus, and Hashem gives us whatever we need to maintain those more external forms of connectivity with Him. That's exile. but the more that in our experience of Galus, we're able to retrace our steps, and we're able to say, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, this is not enough for us. We're yearning for something so much deeper. We're yearning to connect to you again on the level of bias, to share a space with you, to build a deep relationship with you. That the echoes of those moments that we shared thousands of years ago in that holy space, they've lasted, they've reverberated through the ages. They're still echoing within our inner world, and we yearn for that so deeply again. The more we bring the energy of the Beis Hamikdash into our lives, even here in Galus, the more that we're yearning to reconnect to HaKadosh Baruch Hu on that level again, the more we're bringing the light of the Geula to shine and illuminate even the darkness of our current exile. A little bit, the sunlight of redemption is beginning to shine in the world. Like Chazal say, Kima, Kima, the sun rises very, very slowly, but very surely. And the light of that sun is the light of the bias, is the light of the home, is the light of a relationship with Hashem that goes deeper than just a particular way of acting or a particular way of thinking. It's something that sets our heart aflame. It's something where we show up fully. It's all-encompassing. It's all-enveloping. It's the deepest identity. I'm a part of Hashem's family. I belong in Hashem's house. The more that we can bring this energy into our lives during these 3 weeks and express this yearning and take action to try before jumping into quote-unquote the behaviors, the halachic observance, the mitzvahs, limat Torah, tefillah, to pause and to say, I want to use this as a vehicle, as a tool to connect with Hashem so deeply on the level of emotion, to reveal my neshama and to reveal my yearning to build a deep, abiding, passionate bond with HaKadosh Baruch Hu that's filled with a spirit of consciousness. The more the sunlight of redemption is rising and the closer that we're getting on this journey back home, back to that place, to be invited back to HaKadosh Baruch Hu's house, to be able to experience that intimacy with Him again, to be able to be in a bechina of L'chadoidi Likras Kala, the husband again coming forth to greet his bride, again to bring us into the Kodesh HaKodashim, into the most intimate of places. Slowly but surely, we're bringing the world back to a state of tikkun. Be'ezras Hashem, Hashem should bless us. We should mamish be part of the fixing, to be conscious Yidden, looking to take our Yiddishkeit to the next level, shining the light of consciousness in the world, so that slowly but surely we should be able to experience all of us together the coming of Mashiach and the building of the third Beis Hamikdash, that eternal, everlasting home, the Geula Hashlema Va'amitis, B'meher B'yameinu, Amen Va'amen. Thanks for listening.